Hello and welcome back to the Uncharted series. Today I'll be covering the fifth and final game in the series, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, released on August 22nd, 2017. So far, this is the only Uncharted game to have zero involvement with the characters of Nathan Drake, Elena Fisher, or Victor Sullivan. So how good can an Uncharted game be if you have none of the original three main characters? Well, you're about to find out right now.
Fuck yeah, I share my husband with my boyfriend.
But before we get into the actual game, I can't help but point out how much this title screen music sounds weirdly similar to the Walking Dead theme. Anyway, for the first time, the game doesn't open up with a quote, which makes sense because the treasure in this game isn't really connected to a person like how Uncharted 4 has Henry Avery and Uncharted 2 has Marco Polo, so since there's nobody associated with the treasure in this game, there's nobody to quote. So this time around, the game opens up with the return of Chloe Fraser, once again played by Claudia Black, in a store being run by this little girl. The little girl tries to trade Chloe for this little raindrop-shaped thing they call a Ganesh, after the image of the Hindu god on the side of it. Chloe leaves the cat to truck into the other side of the city, but the little girl follows her and tries to convince Chloe not to go because of the danger waiting in this war-torn city. Chloe tells the little girl that when she gets back, that pizza is on her, and Chloe sneaks onto the truck and we get a title card. Chloe gets into the city and tries to walk past some soldiers when one stops her and pats her down because he's a creep.
Your constant harassment of the female gender makes me sick.
Another soldier starts asking Chloe a question when he gets interrupted by somebody on his radio named Asav. Chloe leaves and finds a building she's supposed to meet someone at. She gets on the roof and we get to see just how bad the war has gotten in this city. A plane soars past Chloe and drops a bomb into the town. The men that were harassing Chloe earlier find her on the roof and we get a melee fist fight with the soldiers. As Chloe is fighting them, her partner for this mission shows up to help her, Nadine Ross, played again by Laura Bailey. Chloe and Nadine defeat the soldiers and they discuss the plan. We get the feeling these two aren't friends, they're just partnered up for practical reasons.
Relax. It took me weeks to track down Asav. The man's as unpredictable as they come.
He's just another warmonger with no war to fight.
No, you don't know him like I do. He changes location and routines by the hour. We'd be foolish to take unnecessary risks.
Let's get one thing straight. This is my gig. You want your share? We play by my rules.
Chloe and Nadine sneak their way into Asav's warehouse and steal this disc when a bunch of soldiers bust in and we get our first scene with Asav, played by Usman Ali, who recently played Durlin in God of War Ragnarok.
The disc.
Oh, right. About that. At first, I mistook you for just an average rebel.
Oh.
But you have managed to find the Hoysala Empire. That's not bad. Their greatest treasure, the Tusk of Ganesh. Now that's not an easy find.
What are you doing?
3 Persian invasions, 3 separate wars, and all these years later, no one has found it.
We're close.
You're lost. And the only chance you have of even narrowing down its location is to find someone who can help you crack this artifact.
Someone with an extensive knowledge of Hoysala society.
Exactly.
An expert in their culture and history.
My rates are reasonable.
A parasite who exploits our struggle in order to fatten her pockets.
So that's a no? Felt like a no.
You've got balls. I like that.
Gay!
Chloe sets fire to a table and her and Nadine escape. They run across rooftops and get into another fist fight where we can see how Chloe's fighting style differs from Nathan's. She puts her whole body into her punches and uses a lot more kicks than he does. Chloe and Nadine escape onto a boat when Nadine says that Asav has been working with an expert to find the Tusk of Ganesh, the main treasure of the game. Just when the conversation is getting a little heated, Chloe solves the disc. She thinks that they need to find all these symbols of Hindu mythology to find the Tusk. Chloe says that she got all of her knowledge of Hindu myths from her dad.
Not bad, Fraser.
Yeah, well. You thank my dad for that. Hindu myths were his thing.
It rubbed off. You must be proud.
Nadine is fidgeting with the little Ganesh went, "You know what? Referring to it as a Ganesh just sounds weird to me. So from now on, I'm going to call it something else." So Nadine is fidgeting with Chloe's doohickey when Chloe takes it out of her hands. Nadine leaves to get ready and Chloe sets the thingamajig on the table and stares at the whatchamacallit. We cut to Chloe and Nadine in the jungle where we get to see the first of many beautiful landscapes in this game. Chloe and Nadine go to find this temple they see in the distance when we get to use the grappling hook again! Yippee! In the four-wheeler, Chloe tells Nadine that the old king of Hoysala flaunted his wealth and made a new capital to house the Tusk. That brought an army straight into the city that wiped out the empire. Chloe and Nadine find an entrance with two pictures of the two capitals. The old one named Halabadu, which was represented by Ganesh, and the older one called Balor, which was represented by Shiva. Chloe is about to pull down the doors with the four-wheeler's winch when she gets attacked by a Sabsman in the first shootout of the game. I'm not going to talk about the melee, climbing, or shooting mechanics because seeing how this was released only 15 months after Uncharted 4, they're all the exact same. After taking down a Sabsman and the doors, we get to use one of the mechanics that is new to this game, the lockpicking mechanic. Chloe can pick locks to open crates and get better weapons. Chloe and Nadine go through another gate and we get a wide open area to explore. I think this was Naughty Dog's testing ground for Seattle in The Last of Us Part 2, but unlike Seattle, in this area, it's actually clear where you're supposed to go. Chloe goes inside a tower and finds 3 more towers that they need to explore. Chloe goes to the Trident Tower and solves a puzzle that unlocks a crank. When pulled, water flows from a spout and also above a door that Chloe spots in the distance.
Guess it's good I've got an archaeologist's daughter with me. It must have been fun growing up, eh?
It had its moments. I learnt a lot. Hoysala Empire was kind of his thing. Took up a lot of his time, though. Me, if I go digging for treasure, I better make a buck or two.
Oh, sure. I don't take big risks without a good payday.
I imagine so. Like running an army, huh? That's a big responsibility.
Second nature. It's my father's company. He retired, I took over.
Family business.
Nadine asks Chloe about Sam and Nathan, and she says that she knows Nate well, but she doesn't know Sam very much since, Nathan never told anybody that he even existed until like a year ago. Nadine still has a grudge against Sam and Nathan because after Rafe turned her men against her, Nadine lost Shoreline, which I'm pretty sure Sam and Nathan didn't really have anything to do with that, but okay. Chloe and Nadine go to the tower with the axe symbol, and we find out that me and Nadine have something in common.
I like monkeys.
Chloe and Nadine find some climbing picks, go across these really good statue puzzles, and solve another, slightly harder version of the previous puzzle that reveals another crank that releases more water onto the entrance.
My dad always thought that the Tusk was something even greater, though.
What? Your dad was after the Tusk?
Oh, my dad was obsessed with it. He spent every day and night researching it. All our money wasted on fruitless expeditions.
Heard that one before. So what came of it?
I don't know. Well, he sent me and my mum away. He said it was no longer safe. And off to Australia we went.
Chloe and Nadine make their way to the final tower with the bow and arrow symbol and find the last crank and water flows over the door.
One question, though. I reckon that you could pretty much do anything you want. Why are you so keen to get Shoreline back?
Seriously? My partner turns my own men against me. My lieutenant makes off with a bounty. Nathan and Samuel Drake get off scot-free, and you're asking why I want Shoreline back.
Yeah.
It was on my watch. I lost it on my watch. All right, what the hell is that thing you keep playing with?
It's my stress toy. It showed up in the mail a few weeks after we got to Australia.
Chloe and Nadine go to get the gate open, and they find the new capital of Halabadu. They see an entrance in the head of these 2 Ganesh statues on each side of a waterfall.
I have heard about this place for so long. I can't believe I'm actually looking at it.
Should take a picture. Send it to your dad.
Great idea.
What? You one of those cultures who can't work a computer? Just take the picture. Show it to him in person then.
No, it's just a few decades too late for that.
Look,
Oh, God, please, no. It's fine.
Chloe and Nadine climb the statues when we get another great landscape. They go inside the statue and find evidence of the citizens of Halibadoo's final stand against their invaders. They also find one of the best puzzles in the series. Chloe moves the statue so that the shadow cast on these two walls fits the image. It's like the shadow puzzle from Uncharted 3, but it's actually challenging. The puzzle opens the door and Chloe finds a slot for the disc. She puts the disc in there and turns it. The mechanism changed the disc from an image of Ganesh to an image of Shiva. The floor starts rising, and Chloe deduces that since Shiva is the symbol of Balor, the tusk must be there, and Halibadoo is just a decoy to trick people into going there to find the tusk. The floor begins to shake, and the elevator falls vertical, and the structure crumbles around them. The place fills with water, and they make it out just in time.
You alright?
how the hell are we still alive?
Raw talent and a little bit of luck. Oh. Hey, nice work, partner.
Nice work.
Put it there. Jesus, what was that? I'm really embarrassed for you right now.
Hey. Correct me if I'm wrong, but... wasn't there a huge waterfall here?
There was.
What the hell is that?
Aqueducts. The water's channeling there from the falls.
Amazing. Did we do this just now?
Well, technically I did.
Cocky. Look, sorry if I cut too close to the bone back there.
That's all right. You know, you two would have got on like a house on fire. He was also a really stubborn dickhead.
Chloe and Nadine spot a temple and head towards it when an armored truck attacks them. They escape into the temple and find one of the aqueducts. They go to leave when the armored truck crashes into a wall and Asav gets out and takes the disc back. He's about to shoot Chloe, but she knocks the gun out of his hand and they fight. Asav is choking Chloe when Nadine saves her, and Asav throws Chloe and Nadine through the wall and into the aqueduct. Chloe and Nadine escape, and they go through a gate. They see what they think is the entrance of Balor when Nadine spots Asav near it.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Sam Drake. He's a goddamn expert. He's Sam Drake.
Yeah.
Piece. You know what? This is a good thing. I can kill two birds with one stone.
Nadine.
What? What?
Sam's kind of the reason why we're here in the first place.
Oh, you better be joking.
This was my deal. Sam went ahead to do recon for me on the disc, but then he went missing and I couldn't leave
You
him
knew my
for
history
dead.
with Sam and then you dragged me into this anyway?
Your history with the Sav made you the obvious... Don't hold back or anything.
Oh, I did.
You know what, Nadine? This doesn't change anything. You'll still get your share.
Yeah? Or maybe you and Sam will cut me out as soon as you get the tusk.
Come on, man, that's not how I operate.
That's exactly how your type operates. And to think I trusted you.
Listen, I was going to tell you about Sam. I swear I was just waiting for the right time to...
It's fine. I could use the exercise.
Shit.
So Sam has been Asav's expert this whole time. After he was helping Chloe, he was captured by Asav, and Chloe is here to both find the tusk and rescue Sam. Chloe goes down a mudslide to find the four-wheeler on fire, and Nadine fighting enemies as the armored truck drives by. Chloe gets to Nadine and they destroy the truck with explosives. They push a crank and find an entrance.
There we go. You're welcome.
You lied to my face.
I didn't lie. I just left out the part about Sam.
Incredible.
Look, Asav is getting a head start and we need to hurry.
We?
Shit. Look,
Spit it out!
Okay, cards on the table. I need your help.
Should have thought of that before.
And if you want the tusk, you need mine. Look, I screwed up. Okay?
This is your idea of an apology.
Well, if it helps to keep your head in the game, then sure. Listen, we both have something to lose here. Am I right?
Just so we're clear, my priority's the Tusk. Not Sam Drake. And certainly not you.
Fair enough.
Chloe and Nadine go inside the entrance and find an elephant trapped under some rubble. The elephant gets up and Chloe and Nadine are stuck on top of it.
I'm not very good at the whole people thing.
You're a selfish dickhead.
Yeah. You're right. I am a selfish dickhead.
Yeah. It's good to hear you say it.
Well, did you hear that, Dad? Did get something from you after all.
What happened with your father?
He was the guy that couldn't walk away. The Ministry of Culture offered to finance one more of his expeditions. Because this time he said he was onto something big. He was always onto something big. But bandits raided his camp and, local authorities found him weeks later. And this stupid thing is all I have left him.
The elephant reunites with its family and Nadine forgives Chloe, which I think happens entirely too fast. Like, she was just punching Chloe in the face like 10 minutes ago, and now they're chill again. They could have at least had Chloe do something to regain her trust, but for a series that just had a full game-long forgiveness plotline in the game just before this one, this could have definitely been pulled off a lot better. Anyway, they go further and they find Balor.
You know, it's not every day you get to see a totally hidden city that nobody else has seen for centuries.
Apart from Asav.
Apart from Asav.
And a few of his men.
And a few of his men.
Balor is the first city in the entire series where it actually makes sense why nobody's ever found it. Shambhala, anyone in a helicopter or plane could have easily seen it. Same with Ubar, Libertalia, and even Halabadu. Balor, on the other hand, is inside a mountain, so it's actually hidden. Chloe and Nadine fight off more of Asav's men and fight their way into the city. Then Chloe and Nadine find a statue of the Tusk.
My dad was here. Something big, all right. Why didn't that stupid bastard tell me?
You said it yourself. He wanted to keep you safe.
I can't let Asav get that tusk.
No. No, we can't.
Thank you.
Thank me after we get out of this alive.
Fair point.
So Chloe's dad actually did find Valor, he just never told her to keep her safe from people like Asav. Chloe and Nadine solved 2 great puzzles, one similar to the 4-armed statue in Uncharted 2, and when completed, it reveals a beam of light that splits into 3. Chloe uses these mirrors to solve the second puzzle as Asav's men find them and blow up the platform that she's standing on. Chloe nearly falls off the edge, but Nadine saves her at the very last moment, and they fight off Asav's men. During the fight, the floor breaks, and Chloe and Nadine fall into the water and get captured by Asav.
He wouldn't give you up, despite my efforts to persuade him.
Sam! Jesus.
Hey, you made it.
Dude.
It's all right. He is like a girl.
Is that right? How about we get these cuffs off and I'll show you how girls hit.
The hell is she doing here?
You said find help, I gotta help.
Asav takes the group to where he thinks the final test is. Asav forces Chloe to solve the test or he'll slowly beat Nadine and Sam to death. Chloe solves the puzzle.
Holy shit, she's got balls, huh?
The tusk rises from the floor and Asav's men place explosives around the room as he leaves with the tusk. The explosives go off as water floods in. Chloe picks the lock on her handcuffs as the water goes above their heads. Chloe picks Nadine's lock and is about to free Sam when an explosion knocks her back and she loses the pick. She searches for it, but she's running out of time, so she tries to break the bar Sam is handcuffed to when Nadine smashes the cuffs with a rock. The gang swim out and find land. Sam tells Chloe and Nadine that he overheard Asav's plans to sell the tusk. Nadine, Chloe, and Sam make their way to where Asav's going to meet the buyer at these old train tracks. They stumble upon some soldiers that actually turn out to be Shoreline, so whoever is buying the tusk from Asav is affiliated with Shoreline. After fighting off the soldiers, Chloe falls down a rock slide and Sam and Nadine make a point for her to grapple on this radio tower. The radio tower collapses and Nadine and Sam have to pull Chloe up by hand. The gang make it to the railroad when they spot who Asav's buyer is.
Well, there's Asav with Orca.
Huh?
My former lieutenant.
I remember this guy. Here he is, in all of his mullet glory. Right? She gets it.
Okay, well the deal's done. Your boy Orca has the tusk.
Let's go relieve him of it.
So the henchman that turned against Nadine at the end of Uncharted 4 is now the leader of Shoreline. Orca has traded the tusk for whatever in this crate. We get the final gauntlet of enemies as Chloe and Nadine grapple onto the helicopter and they both beat the shit out of Orca. During the fight, Orca accidentally shoots the helicopter pilot and Nadine and Chloe escape the helicopter before it crashes, but Orca isn't so lucky.
Don't!
Ma'am, you're looking well.
What the hell have you done with my company?
Made it profitable, for starters.
I think that was a rhetorical question, love.
I should have shot you back on that godforsaken island.
I wish you had. It would have spared us the sight of watching you turn tail and run.
All right, just hash your shit out on your own time, okay? Tusk, please.
You two. Partners. Either you've got a piss-poor memory or you're even more desperate than I thought.
Jeez, I'm just getting it from all sides today, aren't I?
I'm not the one reduced to hustling weapons to ragtag insurgents.
Ah, there it is, eh? There it is. Always thinking too small. You really think I would have traded this in exchange for munitions?
I don't give a shit. Hand over the tusk.
Owls, pals. You're gonna miss the fireworks, man.
I won't ask twice.
Cats.
Gun! Nice shot.
Thanks.
Pattern's a little wide. You
Get
could...
the hell off me.
Yeah, all right. see that first. Hi, a third of that is mine as well?
You're splitting Chloe's share.
Okay. I know you're new to this, but that's not exactly how it works.
Consider it a service charge.
You hang on a goddamn second.
It's a bomb.
What?
Asav traded the tusk for a bomb.
Fireworks.
This is big.
Yeah. Those tracks run right through the city. Through the market.
So we'll find the nearest town. Notify the authorities.
It'll be too late. If that goes off, it'll kill thousands.
And that is a terrible shame. But we did get what we came for.
What? You are not seriously going after that train. Okay, fine. Fine, you have a plan?
Doesn't seem to be much of a requirement in this organization.
Are you really going to let her do this?
No, I mean, she's got a valid point. Shit, I don't know, okay?
This is not our fight. You said so yourself. Even if you catch that train, what happens? Disarming the bomb is impossible.
You're right.
Good. Good, so we'll call the authorities
This
and...
isn't our fight. It's my fight. That bomb detonates in the city. It'll spark civil war. I can't walk away. I'm tired of walking away.
You'll die.
I can live with that. Hey. Save my share of the task. Okay? Just in case, right?
What, you're not gonna leave me back there with her?
Out!
No!
I call shotgun.
Fine. I'll sit in the back.
Chloe, Nadine, and Sam head to the train to stop Asav's bomb. They hop onto the train as Sam is left behind in the four-wheeler. We get a mashup of the train from Uncharted 2 and the truck chase from Uncharted 4 in the finale. Nadine and Chloe find the bomb and realize that it can't be disarmed, so they decide that if they can't stop the bomb from going off, they should at least try and keep it away from the city. So Chloe gets onto an enemy four-wheeler, and Nadine is left on the train. Sam shows up and helps Chloe fight off Asav's men and switch the train to a different track. Chloe can't find another way onto the train, so she just goes full Tom Cruise mode and drives her four-wheeler off the edge of a cliff to get to the train. She crashes through a train car and sees the tracks are leading straight to a broken bridge. As Chloe is climbing back onto the train, Asav grabs her and throws her onto another car with Nadine. Chloe and Nadine fight Asav and he throws Nadine off the edge of the train. He chokes out Chloe for like the third time when Nadine gets back onto the train and Asav then throws Chloe off. The side of the train gets damaged and Chloe swings back onto the train and they all fall through the ceiling. Chloe and Nadine beat up Asav and he gets pinned under the bomb.
We're done here.
You think you've won? War will rise up. Like the young king, you have achieved nothing.
It's like you said. Progress demands sacrifice. Fraser, we need to go.
You smug little shit.
Run!
Chloe and Nadine escape the train as it falls off the tracks and explodes in the water below.
Come on, come on.
Thank you.
How the hell did you guys get out of that?
You know, I'm just still figuring that out myself.
And, Asav?
I'm down with this train.
Well, couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Wow.
Yep.
We just did a thing.
We did.
So, what's next for Nadine Ross? Take back Shoreline, conquer the weapons trade.
I'm done with Shoreline.
Really?
Really. If anything, I was thinking I might give this treasure hunting racket another go. Know of any selfish dickheads who might be in need of a partner? Not you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I only work with professionals.
Right. And where's the tusk?
You got... Oh my God.
What?
Sam.
I'm just joking. There you go. You're... Ow! Okay. Jesus. That's my last cigarette.
Man, that's a beauty.
Yeah.
How much you think that we're gonna get for that baby?
Well, surely the Ministry of Culture will give us a generous finder's fee. Right? Partner? Elbow.
You guys are hilarious. Ministry of Culture. Oh my God, you're serious.
And that was Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. We actually get a small mid-credits scene of Chloe fulfilling her promise of pizza to the little girl as Sam desperately tries to convince her not to give the tusk to the Ministry of Culture. And that is the final cutscene in the entire Uncharted series. While obviously not being as amazing as Uncharted 4, as few games are, The Lost Legacy provides an action-packed ride with a few of the great side characters and an extremely short runtime. The game never loses any steam, and the inclusion of Sam as a comedic relief in the last third of the game was a great choice. And Asav, while not being a great villain, his voice acting alone carries all of his scenes. And hey, at least I can remember his name. Unlike a certain someone. The team dialogue between Sam, Chloe, and Nadine alone is worth playing the game. It's only 4 to 7 hours long, so you could get cozy with a nice blanket and a good bev and knock the whole game out in a single afternoon or evening, and you'll have a good time. I have no huge gripes or praise for this game, except that I think Nadine forgives Chloe a bit too fast. Like they're back to being friends after 15 minutes, and the spectacle sequences are a bit underwhelming. Like there's the elevator collapsing, the underwater lockpicking scene, the helicopter fight, and the final train sequence. The lockpicking scene is great, but besides the final battle with Asav, the train sequence is just a slightly different, less fun recreation of the original train sequence. If they were going to make a shorter, more straightforward adventure, they could have at least given us something we haven't seen already in this series. We've already had a train crash, and we've seen people climb out of crumbling buildings tons of times. The helicopter fight is pretty cool, but it lasts like 5 seconds. So the only fully realized action scene is the lockpicking scene, which is pretty cool. But even with those small complaints, The Lost Legacy is not even close to bad. But it's also not that great. So for now, I'll be giving Uncharted: The Lost Legacy a 7 out of 10. And I'm done. I'm finally done with the Uncharted series. The Pharaoh's curse has been lifted. Now that begs the question, what do you guys want to see me cover next? I have a few video ideas of non-series videos planned, but I'm going to leave a comment below with a few different series. So let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.